Which language combinations are most in demand in the translation industry? Coming up. Hello and welcome back to the Freelanceverse. What are the most lucrative language combinations in the translation industry? Before I give you this list, I want to rationalize my points a little bit. It's always hard to make up these top 10 lists, right? Because it's very like set in stone. It's very strict. If I give you a top 10, that's it. But I want you to know that a language combination in the top 10 in-demand languages is not necessarily the most lucrative. It's not necessarily the one you want to have, right? All it means is that it's in most demand. But it also means that it probably has the most supply, probably the worst paid, right? And because when there is something, a lot of demand, a lot of supply, then it kind of ruins the market. So these top languages, they just reflect what is in demand. And if you go into there, you will probably get jobs, but it doesn't mean that these are the necessary skills or necessary language combinations you need to have. So if you have a very unique language combo, for example, that's definitely not going to be on the list I'm about to show you, but it can potentially earn you a lot more money, right? Me personally, I'm very happy with my primary language, English-German. It's very in demand and also has a relatively stable market. So there's good clients, enough clients on there, so I'm happy with that. But for my secondary language pair, French-German, I would really prefer a very unique one, like, I don't know, Croatian-German or something like this. Where probably there's not that much demand, but you can really specialize and get to the top much quicker. And it would be an amazing challenge, I already know it, to kind of figure out this market, this very unique market, how to reach the clients there. So I would really enjoy that, but you play with the cards you're dealt with. So most people don't have the luxury to choose randomly their language pairs unless you're really good in learning new languages. I assembled this list based on 3 sources. You can check them in the comments. Not in the comments, in the description. And I also talked to 2 agency owners, so it is the best possible researched list I could come up with. In no particular order, the top 10 in-demand language combinations in the translation industry are English to German, English to Spanish, English to Chinese, English to French, English to Russian, English to Portuguese, English to Japanese, English to Arabic, English to Italian, and Spanish to Portuguese. As you can see, only 1 out of the top 10 in-demand language combinations does not have English in it, right, as the source. That is not surprising. English does rule the world. So if you want to get into the industry, I definitely recommend to have at least 1 language combination with English as the source. If you want to work with the language as your source language, it should be at least on the level B1, preferably B2 or higher. And so make sure to improve your English if it's not there yet. Professional translators usually only translate into their native language unless you are truly bilingual or you are working in a language combination that is very out there, and there are not many people who translate also into English from that specific language. Then it makes sense to offer it as well. But as a general guideline, only work into your target language. There you go, rather short video this week. If you work in any of these language combinations that I mentioned, you have the best conditions to do well in the industry. If you don't despair. Having a more unique language combo can also be a huge benefit. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so we can reach 25,000 subscribers, and I see you next Monday with the next one. Bye bye.